premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers! This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Milton Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to miltoncastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to miltoncastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Eagle takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC?
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millward & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And we're placing in Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC?
Welcome to Blue and Gold Network. My name is Blakely Castle. I'm here with KC alum Kayla Smith, class of 2008, and we're here for the Lady Panthers home opener.
Yes, I'm super excited to be on air tonight with you, Blakely, and I know Emily's going to come in a little bit. I'm super excited to call this game with you guys. Excited to watch our Lady Panthers in action for the first time this year. I know they've scrimmaged some over the last couple weeks, but this is their first official game that'll go down in the record book. So we're looking at a little bit of a different team this year, I think. Obviously, we lost quite a few seniors last year. We're returning 2 starters in Shelby Mills and Mackenzie Hensley, but everybody else has played some, but there are also some new girls, and so I'm super excited to see what they bring to the game tonight.
Oh, for sure. I believe some of those alumni will be joining us tonight for a halftime interview. Hannah Melton and Sydney Hurst, class of 2025.
Yes, those were 2 good ones. 2 good ones.
Absolutely.
I'll be excited to hear what they have to say. I know Hannah is playing college softball.
Yes, Kentucky Christian.
Kentucky Christian. So that's super exciting. I always love to watch her play basketball, but she was a stellar softball player, and I know she was the heart of that team too. So, we're going to look at all kinds of different things this year in sports, just with different kids graduating and things like that. So, but I'm super excited to hear from them. Sydney's always entertaining, to say the least. So that'll be fun. I hope everybody can tune in to listen to that interview at halftime.
2 great leaders right there.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So I'm excited. I am a graduate of Knox Central High School. I've been teaching at Knox Central. This is my 12th year. But I'm even more excited because I am a KCHS girls basketball alumni. I played my 7th, my 8th, and then my high school years and graduated in 2008. And my girl, my daughter, my oldest daughter, Shelby, she's playing her first, she's played varsity, but this is her first game as a freshman. So, I was looking out on the court and I was just thinking, it's so strange. I saw her out there, but I know it just feels for real this time, I know she'll get some minutes tonight. And I know we talked in the car earlier and her nerves were high and she was emotional, but I know she's got it in her, so I'm super excited to watch her. But it just brings back so many memories. These were the best days of my life, and I played with my best friends, and so many times I'm like, I wish I could go back, but I just tell her to enjoy every minute. All of you guys enjoy every opportunity you have, and just take advantage of what's given to you here. And so I'm super excited to see that.
For sure. This is going to be a true test of the Panthers tonight. I think that, obviously nerves are high, first game of the season. They have some excellent talent, and it's going to be a test of some of the ones that you might not have seen a bunch of last year that are going to come out, and you're really going to see who's going to step up tonight and be that lead player for the Panthers.
Absolutely. And, this Harlan County team, I feel like we've played, I say we, watching my daughter play, we've played some of these girls since they were in 6th grade. A lot of these girls played for Ross Point over in Harlan County. They've played together a long time. They're very athletic, very fast, very guard-oriented. They don't really have a true big girl, so I hope that plays in our advantage tonight, having Maggie down low, Maggie Gibson and Kaylin Smith playing down low, but they're very athletic. They can shoot the ball. They put a lot of time in. I see them all the time on social media. Reagan Clem, she puts up a lot of shots. She's a true player. She's just a freshman. So this will be a big test for our girls tonight. But I still can't wait to see our girls at their full potential for sure. So we're getting to enjoy some entertainment right now from my KC cheerleaders. So, I talked about playing basketball in high school, but now I'm an assistant coach for the cheerleading team, and I have been for the last 8 years, so that's interesting. So being up here while they're doing their pregame is different. Sitting back and watching Joy coach is always entertaining, to say the least. So.
Yeah, we have such a good cheer team.
Yes, I'm super proud of them. They put in a lot of time. I know this is a busy time of the year for us. We started competition, and we won the KHSA Regional. It was our 5th time winning that in a row, and that qualified us for KHSAA State. So our state cheer competition will be at George Rogers Clark in 2 weeks on the 13th. That morning, we're the morning session. We compete in game day small. We've won that the past 2 years. So we're looking to go back, a three-peat, hopefully. But I know the past 2 days they've practiced till 4:15, 4:30, and they've come cheered a ball game last night, and they're cheer a ball game tonight. So they're very dedicated. All of our teams here are very dedicated. That's something to be proud of for sure.
I feel like a lot of people overlook the aspect of, the people cheering on the basketball team, but that is such an important part of the game.
Yes.
I mean, how awesome does it feel to hit that three-point and the crowd just goes wild and you have the cheerleaders behind
Absolutely.
you? It's such an important part of this game.
Yes, I went to a game not long ago, and there was no cheerleaders, and it was like, I almost didn't want to clap my hands because it was so quiet. They bring so much energy to a game. And I love the way that our gym is set up because we have the KC Crazies right behind our cheerleaders, and that's not like it is everywhere. Most of the time the pep sections are up in the bleachers or they're to the side, but they're directly behind our cheerleaders, so we're able to turn around and engage with them and get them going, and the players can feel that because they're so close to the floor and they're behind the goal. And so, as an opposing person shooting a free throw, when you've got the KC Crazies back there, it makes a big difference, and we're hosting district this year. So I love when we get to host district because it's so fun for our KC Crazies because they're part of the game, So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that too.
I just know the atmosphere in here is going to be electric. It always is with the KC Crazies, and especially as the season goes on and we make it to district with boys and girls basketball, everybody goes crazy.
Absolutely. The last time we held district here, we had a clean sweep. So our boys won, our girls won, our cheerleaders won, and I would love to see that happen again, Blakely.
Absolutely.
That's what we're working for. So, it's a lot of fun. We're the big school in our district, and, a lot of people, they throw that in our face, the big school, and this and that, but I'm super proud of where I'm from. I'm super proud of you guys. I'll always be one of the number one fans here. I love our kids. I truly believe in everything that they do, and I try to be at everything that I can be at. And so district is going to be lots of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
It's always a great day to be a Panther at Knox Central.
Yeah, and so I think our girls open up district play first. They actually play Barberville December the 16th, I think, and it's here. So that'll be our first true district test. The Lady Panthers will play Barberville here, and I know we're going to cover that game on the blue and gold. So, and then I think the boys will play after that. Now, Lean-Camp and Pineville, those are always double headers. So Barberville is the only district game we play that is a true girls game, JV varsity, boys game, JV varsity. The other games are double headers, just varsity. So, it's a little bit different, but I know we're crosstown rivals, right? So we bring in a big crowd, so they like to separate those games. But imagine how packed this place would be, though, if it was a double header against Barberville. It would be insane.
Yeah. Games against Barberville, that small crosstown rivalry, those make the best games always.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Everybody loves a rivalry game.
Yes. So it looks like both teams are back out on the court now, warming up. We've got about 2 minutes and 32 seconds until we do starting lineups. So I guess we'll go ahead and take a break, and then we'll come back for starting lineups.
Millward and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC?
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube.
And we are back.
Panther News. This stream is exclusive.
Yes, so we're getting ready for starting lineups. We just had the national anthem, and so there's a lot of people present tonight. I'm super excited. I think this is going to be a great atmosphere.
For sure.
So starting for Harlan County. Number 10, JC Simpson. She's a freshman. Number 11, Reagan Clem. She's also a freshman. Number 13, Jaylee Cochran. She's a sophomore.
Number 23, Whitney No.
And number 23, Whitney No. She's a senior. And number 32, Lacey Robinson. Those are their two seniors this year.
And now, let's see, the Lady Panthers.
And for the KC starting lineup,
Up first, number 14, Shelby Mills.
up first we have number 14, Shelby Mills.
Number 33, Mackenzie Hensley.
Next up we got number 33, Mackenzie Hensley.
Number 21, Caitlin Smith.
Number 21, Kaylin Smith.
Number 31, Kylie Smith.
Number 31, Kylie Smith.
And number 32, Maggie Gibson.
And number 32, Maggie Gibson.
The Lady Panthers are led by C4.
It looks like your two posts for the night are going to be Kaylin Smith and Maggie Gibson, looking for them to get some good rebounds tonight.
Yes, absolutely. I know Maggie, she goes to Matt Sutton's. Shout out to Matt Sutton. He's a strength and conditioning guy that a lot of our kids go to. So I know she's been working to get stronger in the off season, and I watched her the other night, and I'm telling you, she could do whatever she wanted to in the post.
Looking to see that translate well tonight. I know we talked about having two starters returning tonight, Shelby Mills and Mackenzie Hensley. Shelby Mills last season averaged 18.3 points per game. Mackenzie averaging 8.4. Two big scores for the Panthers. Huge. Right there.
Yes. In my opinion, and like I said, this is my opinion, but those are two of the best guards in the 13th region right now.
Absolutely.
And I know Shelby, the 13th region media, they do a great job pushing our kids out and getting them recognition. And I know Shelby got some rankings, but, I feel like Mackenzie, not to take away from Shelby, but she doesn't always get that recognition. But they're together, they are two of the best.
For sure, Gibson is going to do the jump. It's going to be the Panthers' ball, and Kenzie's going to drive it down the court. Out to Smith. Over to Mills. Over to Hensley. She's going to drive it into the basket. Out
nice
to Caitlin.
Pass.
Caitlin's going to go up, and it's a good 2 points for the Panthers.
Yes. That was a good, Mackenzie, she's so fast off the dribble that it almost takes another defender. And when she draws that in the paint, they have to come guard her, which leaves your post person open, just like that play. I mean, that's just, good fundamental basketball right there.
And good job by Smith coming up with that defender on her and still being able to put the ball in the hoop right there, right when we needed it.
Yes, absolutely. And she's, that's a position that I do think Kaylin is not always been so used to playing, because you could pull her out as a 2 or a 3, and she can shoot the ball. She's a good shooter. So playing that post position is something that I think she's having to learn to do, but she's doing a great job.
The ball is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a Harlan County ball.
Looks like
looks like it went off on her fingertips driving down the court. I kind of thought it went out on Harlan, but
yeah, I thought it went off on that Harlan defender's foot a little bit there, but I know it's probably hard to tell. Looks like the Panthers are in a 2-2-1 press. They've got Shelby and Mackenzie in the front, guarding in the front of that press. They're so fast, it's hard to break that.
Clem and Simpsons are going to try and get the ball down. Simpson is going to recover the ball.
They said that was a foul on Mackenzie.
Foul on Mackenzie.
Yeah, that's one thing too, Blakely, that I worry about, and I know it's in the back of Coach Warren's mind, is foul trouble. We're not very deep this year. We've got, most of our bench is freshmen, girls that are kind of inexperienced, and we have to do our best to stay out of foul trouble, because we've got to have Mackenzie, we've got to have Shelby for a full game, and if they get in foul trouble, it does change the dynamic of how we're going to play.
The Panthers have got to find a way to, like you said, stay out of foul trouble, but still play a good, aggressive game of basketball.
Yeah, because they love to get at it. They're going to get in your face. They're going to face guard you. They're going to put the pressure on you. But are they going to keep their hands back? Are they not going to get those, easy fouls that they can't afford to get the way that our team is this year? So, Mackenzie's got her first one within the first minute, but I think, she'll be more careful, hopefully, so because we definitely need to see her play the rest of this ball game.
For sure. Over to 23, out to 32. The Panthers playing such good defense here. It's hard to find an opening. 13's going to drive it in, and it looks like it's going to be a foul. I believe it was on Gibson.
Yep. Foul on Gibson. That's her first. And, she just she didn't completely slide over on that one, so they got her on the side bump, I think. But that's going to be 13, which is J.C. Cochran. She's going to the line to shoot 2. And the first one's good.
Free throws are such a fundamental part of the sport. They're so important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I watched a game the other day, and it came down to 1 or 2 points, and you can tie that back into missed free throws.
Smith is going to come down with a rebound, and Hensley's going to drive it down the court. Such good ball handling out to Mills.
Looks like Shelby's going to set it up at the top of the key.
Good screen there, trying to get Mills away to the.
Maggie's working hard underneath, just getting it down there to her. Rebound by
Mills
Smith.
Is going to come.
Jump ball. Yeah, they're definitely playing very aggressive for sure, which I knew we would see that between these two teams. They're both very aggressive. They're both going to get after those loose balls. So I perceive that we'll have a lot of jump balls tonight.
Yeah. So far, Smith is doing a really good job getting the rebounds.
Yes.
She's playing aggressive defense without getting in foul trouble.
Absolutely.
That's going to go out.
It's going to be
Harlan's ball.
That was a tough break, too. It was hard to tell, but it almost looked like it went on Harlan County there.
Clem's going to take the ball out for Harlan County.
She throws it into number 23 and gives it right back to Clem.
I believe that is Simpson, and it looks like it's going to be maybe another jump ball.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Panthers' ball. Smith is going to take it out for the Panthers.
Yep. Looks like Harlan County is going to come out and press. They're in a 2-2-1 also. Let's see what they can do with it. Shelby gets it over to Mackenzie. Mackenzie crosses the half-court line. Looks like she's going to try to set something up.
Mackenzie and Shelby just really have such a good connection.
They do.
Up and down the court. They trust each other, and they know they're going to get it out. Mackenzie Hensley in with the drive. It's going to go off the backboard, and it's going to be Harlan's ball as Smith just tips it out of bounds.
Yeah, she's beat that girl off the dribble several times tonight and made that short range jumper, but it's just she's just not got it to fall yet. But I know it will, and she'll keep going with it. I think they got by with a walk there. Harlan County did.
It's going to be Panthers ball as it's going to go out on Harlan. Once again, they're going to be in the 2-2-1 press. Panthers looking to break it here and get the ball down the court.
Yeah.
This time Smith is going to be driving it up the court.
Over to Shelby in the corner. She looks down to Smith in the post. She tries to get it to Mackenzie and turns it over there. Kaylin did.
23 is going to drive it down the court over to Simpson. From 3, and it is no good. Smith is going to come down with a rebound, but they're going to call her out, and it's going to go back to Harlan County.
Yep, they're going to say she was out of bounds on that one. Harlan County's already got some subs coming in. Looks like 21. I know she's an 8th grader.
21 for 23 and 22 for 32, I believe.
Yep, Taylin Napier and then Whitney No subbed out there. 22 for Harlan County is Kylie Runyon. She's a sophomore. That was good defensive pressure by Kaylin. She almost got a steal there. Harlan County's got it at the top of the key, driving in, kick it to the wing. You know, they're trying to get something going too, but our defensive pressure is really good tonight, and they're having a hard time finding a good shot too. You know, they're trying to penetrate the paint off the dribble, but we're just right there in their face. And that was a shot. That was a 3 by Harlan County by number 22, Kylie Runyons. The score is 4-2 with 3:51 to go in the first quarter.
Hensley's going to drive the ball. Looks like they're trying to set something up here.
Coach Warren calling a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a timeout too.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more.
And we are back. Smith is going to take the ball out for the Panthers.
She's going to get it into Mills. She's kind of in the backcourt there.
I think that was a well-placed timeout there by Coach.
Absolutely.
Can get into Smith.
Maggie gets it down to
Mills for 3, and it is good!
Listen, she has the softest shot I've ever saw, but it's incredible.
That's going to be the Panthers' ball as it goes out. Shelby Mills just such a great shooter for the Panthers as they come back and take the lead with that 3.
Yeah, when she steps back with that dribble and pulls up, it's almost guaranteed every time.
The other team, you know, they're trying to defend her, and like everybody on the Panthers have such a good shot, and you can't defend them all.
No. Shelby's guarded pretty heavily, gets it over to Smith. Kaylin for the 3. No good. Harlan County's got the ball. They've got somebody running long.
Down to Simpson.
Oh.
It looks like it's going to be a foul on Mills.
Yep, foul on Shelby, so that's her first of the game.
As she will be took to the line. Number 10, Simpson.
So the Lady Panthers, they're currently 3 fouls. Harlan County has none at this time.
She's going to shoot 2. First one is good.
Yeah, I think this is Jaycee's second time to the free throw line already this game. She's 3 for 4.
Smith's going to take the ball out over to Hensley as she drives it down the court looking for something. It's going to be blocked by Simpson. Over to Smith, over to Mills. Mills for 3.
By Shelby.
And it is good! Like I said, just such a great shot.
Yes, absolutely. She's the heart and soul of this offense, and when she gets hot, She's hard to guard. And defensively, I mean, she almost had a steal there. And Maggie, so Maggie,
Gibson is going to come down with it, and she's going to, oh no. She almost secured the ball.
Yeah.
But 21 is going to take it back and go in for the layup to get 2 for Harlan. As Mills is going to drive it down the court over to Smith, over to Gibson, over to Hensley. Hensley's going to drive it in, looking for 2, and it is no good. But Smith is going to come down with the rebound, put it back up, and a good 2 points for the Panthers. Great shot there by Smith.
Yeah, we've
awesome
got
boards.
I think we're playing really good offensively, Blakely, but defensively, we're getting beat off dribbles, and I think that's what's getting us right now is, we're putting pressure on them, but once they beat us over that half-court line, we're losing girls, and they're running the floor really well, and that's where they're scoring on us. So I don't know if the scoreboard's up. I think it is, but we're tied. Knox Central's had a turnover. 3 by 10,
it's no good. Gibson's going to try and come down with a rebound, but it's going to get away from her as 11 drives it back out over to 21. She's going to shoot for 3, and it's going to be no good. But they're going to recover the rebound, go up for 2, still no good. Smith driving the ball down the court, looking for a layup, and she is going to be.
They're going to say she carried.
She's going to carry.
She's going to carry. Looks like we've got a sub for Harlan County, number 15, and for Knox Central,
22,
Shelby Smith, number 22, and we call her Gigi, number 5, Kaylee Gambrill Garrison. So we're going to stay in this 2-2-1. We're definitely small right now, but so is Harlan County, so we'll see how this fares out. We're still pressing, putting the pressure on them.
I know we lost a little bit of height, but, the athleticism stays the same there. Smith and Gigi, both incredibly athletic players, still going to be able to come down with those balls.
Yep. So Smith picks up her first foul. That makes the team 4th with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Harlan County throws the ball in off the sideline. Clem gets it back. She's at the top of the key, being guarded by Smith and double Shelby's, I guess. Now we're in man-to-man.
Going to drive into the paint. No
Rebound
good. Gigi coming down with a rebound.
Good.
Oh, it's going to get stole on that pass. Simpson just played such good defense this whole game so far.
Not making very good decisions, I think that's what's getting us right now. We're just getting in a hurry, not taking care of the basketball. But we got a foul on Harlan County.
Smith is going to take the ball out. A lot of Smiths on this team.
A lot of Smiths. It's hard to keep up with. That's why they call Kaylin Smith. They call Miles Shelby Smitty. And Kylie's Kylie, I think. So that's the way they keep it straight, but definitely a lot of Smiths. So we don't have a post player in right now. So it looks like we're just passing around the perimeter, trying to get something set up. Almost threw it over. Shot up by McKenzie, no good.
Mills is going to get that rebound from 3.
No good.
It is no good.
Rebound.
Harlan County's going to come down with a rebound. Looks like it's going to be probably a foul on number 31, Kylie Smith.
Foul on Kylie Smith. That's the team's 5th foul, which means that Harlan County is going to go to the line to shoot free throws till this quarter's over. So I'm sure you're aware of the new rules that went into effect last year, Blakely, but once a team gets 5, there's no double bonus and bonus. Once a team gets 5 fouls, the opposing team will automatically shoot 2 free throws. And that'll reset every quarter. So
I think we just really need the Panthers to make some better decisions in this game so far.
Absolutely.
Keep the possession of the ball, make use of the opportunities that they have and keep staying out of foul trouble.
Yep. Fouls are, the fouls are killing us right now. Harlan County's up 2. They just made both of their free throws. And, just taking better care of the ball, not getting in such a hurry. Harlan County is pressuring us. They just picked up a foul there.
Harlan.
I think that was on number 22 for Harlan County.
I think that's correct, yes. Shelby Smith going to take the ball out for the Panthers.
We've got 4.2 seconds. McKenzie brings it across half court over to Mills. 1 second, and she loses it. So she wasn't able to get the shot off. So at the end of the first quarter, Harlan County 12, Knox Central 10. We'll take a break and we'll come back.
Emily Jordan will be back on the call.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to...
All right, I'm back on the call. This time I've got Emily Jordan with me. It looks like the Panthers are coming back out with their starters. So we got Shelby Mills, Mackenzie Hensley, Kaylin Smith, Maggie Gibson, and Kylie Smith. Harlan County got the possession off the end of the quarter, but Knox Central has the ball now. Mackenzie's with it. It looks like Harlan County just picked up their first foul. That was on number 11, Reagan Clem. That's her first of the game. Mackenzie's going to take the ball out here for the Panthers. She's got Mills in the back court. She's going to bring it up across half court. Let's see what they can do. You know, me and Blakely were talking, Emily.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good pass. Kaylin was just not able to finish there, but, you know, that was a good look. You know, we were talking about our offense. Offensively, you know, I think we're just getting in a hurry. We're trying to make something happen.
Yeah, that's what I was saying up there. There's a lot of the quickness of the ball movement is great. It's just sometimes it gets a little wild. It gets a little too loose. Just bring it back in a little, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, and, you know, I think that can be contributed to first game jitters. Your emotions are high. There's a lot of people here. You got a pep section. The cheerleaders are cheering, and, you know, I think you want to make something happen, and hopefully we'll settle in. But Harlan County has the ball. Looks like it's over to J.C. Simpson's got it over number 10. Or I think she might be number 12. It's hard to say. Oh, yeah, number 10.
Yep.
They're just moving the ball around. Looks like Knox Central's in man-to-man right now.
She's going to drive it in, and that is blocked by Gibson, but
they're going to say that that's a foul on number.
That's a foul.
Yeah. So that would be Kaylin's first foul of the game. Well, I thought it was her second, but we're hoping it's her first.
Yeah, we can't get into foul trouble here.
Yeah, it looks like, I think the foul count right now, Emily, is Knox Central has 7 and Harlan County has 2. So, you know, that's one thing me and Blakely talked about too. It's going to be very important for this team is staying out of foul trouble. Because we're not deep in the bench. And so, luckily, we got lucky there. Harlan County missed both of those.
We did, yes.
So we come down with the rebound. Mackenzie's got it off to Mills. Mills to Kaylin. Maggie Gibson.
Go up and just back of the rim.
Yep, barely missed it.
That's going to get stopped by Hensley.
Yeah, that was a good stop because they had 2 girls open, you know, at the goal. They were looking to throw it down the court.
They've been doing that a lot all game, just chucking it real deep down the court and letting them get the easy post shots.
Yep, and, you know, that's one thing I was telling Maggie, too. I've been around these girls a lot.
Kaylin's going to get
steal by Kaylin. Off to Shelby Mills. Layup is good. Good. So it looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout from Harlan County, so we'll take a break, too, and we'll be right back.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region.
We are back here in the second. It is tied up 12-12. Harlan County's going to bring the ball up the court. Looks like Panthers are back in, or they were back in their 2-2-1.
Yeah,
I feel like both teams have been in that all
that was
game.
a nice block there by Maggie. McKenzie's got the ball, bringing it down the floor, driving through defenders. She misses the layup, but she draws a foul. That was a good, strong move to the basket, and that's what you got to have out of McKenzie. She's so fast off the dribble, and she's so hard to defend. And when she goes up strong with the ball, even if she misses it, she's going to draw that foul.
Yeah.
That foul was on number 23 for Harlan County. I think that was her first of the game. The first free throw up by McKenzie was a miss there.
Yeah, just bounced off.
Yep. Second free throw up, and it is good.
It's good.
Good. All right, Reagan Clem's got the basketball for Harlan County.
Good defense there by Shelby, knocking it out.
Yep. Being a little scrappy. Looks like we got a jump ball, and it should be Knox Central basketball. I think Kylie Smith is in a little bit of foul trouble. I think she's got 2 fouls, so unfortunately she's on the bench right now. But Shelby's coming in. She's played some good defense so far, so you like to see that out of your 6-man. Nice.
Right there.
Nice pass to McKenzie. That was a little jump shot from the free throw line. It was good and 1. So that's 2 fouls on number 11 for Harlan County. And that's tough for them too, because that's their point guard. One of their point guards, one of their best players. So
that's good for us, because that's what we want. We want to get those players, get them in a little foul trouble. If they're going to have trouble with it, the best thing you can do is make the other team have trouble with it.
So that was the free throw was up and good for McKenzie. Oh, and good defense. Good defense by Shelby McKenzie and Shelby Mills. They just let the pass get through them there. Good rebound by McKenzie. She gets it off to Shelby Smith. Up to Mackenzie Hensley.
She's going to drive
and
foul.
She didn't make it, but she drew a foul. That's what we were talking about.
What we were looking
Absolutely.
For, yeah.
If I could draw it up, that's what I'd want it to look like. Of course, I'm not the basketball coach. I'm just the cheerleading coach. But if I could draw it up.
Yep. I think that was on 22, maybe?
Yep, that's 2 for 22. She's got 2 fouls. That's Kylie Runyons. The first free throw up for McKenzie is good. Good. And you know what I like to see is that defensive pressure. That's what you're seeing right now. We're putting the pressure back on Harlan County and making them try to make a decision with the basketball and getting those turnovers, and that results in an opportunity for a layup, whether you hit it or not, drawing that foul. So that's what you want to see if you're this Lady Panthers basketball team, because they have
like that
good defensive pressure, absolutely. But we just, we didn't come away with the basketball, but that's what you want to see. Number 21 shot it from the 3, but she missed, so it'll be Knox Central's basketball.
Yeah, playing that pressure, it can turn the tide of a game so quickly. If you are in their face, you're talking, you're all over it, it's hard to get a good shot off.
It is, absolutely. And they're giving it to you. You got to give it back to them, Shelby brings the ball up, passes it off to Mackenzie Hensley. I got to apologize, too, Emily, because I just realized, sometimes I get my names mixed up. I do coach with Joy McKinnon. That's her favorite thing, is to mix everybody's names up. But I'm 3 by Shelby. But I've been calling Maggie McKenzie, so I got to apologize to Maggie. I mean Maggie, not McKenzie.
I didn't even realize, honestly.
If anybody's listening and they think I'm crazy, there's
a block by Maggie.
Block by Maggie. Awesome. Shelby's got it. She's bringing it up. Off to McKenzie. Good, strong move to the basket. And 1. Woo! That's what I like to see. Woo. All right, so we got a timeout. It looks like it's going to be a full timeout taken by Harlan County. We'll go to our sponsors, and we'll be back.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews with notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics.
Absolutely.
We are back.
All right, we're back. I got to give a shout out to my KC cheerleaders. That was a wonderful timeout cheer that they just did just then. So I told them I'd give them some shout outs, good or bad. Free throw up by McKenzie is good. Knox Central leads 24-12 with 4 minutes and 36 seconds to go. We're still in that pressure press, which I like to see. Clem picks up her dribble. We're pressing. They get it down the sideline, and that's where you want to close out. You want to close out that press right there. You don't want to let them out of that trap.
They're going to throw it to the wing, and that's good by number 13.
Yeah, that was a 3 by Cottrell. McKenzie has the ball. We're moving it around to the middle to Maggie. She looks down to Kaylin. She goes up, draws a foul. That was a good, strong move by Kaylin, and that's something, me and Blakely were talking about too. She's not really used to playing in that position. She's a lot of times, since I've been watching her play, a guard, but that was a good, strong move underneath. Gets her to the foul line. She makes the first one.
Yeah.
And it looks like Knox Central's in the double bonus. Harlan County's got 5 fouls this quarter, and so we'll shoot free throws every foul out from till the half. So that's good. We want to take advantage of that. Take the ball to them, make them foul you, draw that contact.
Absolutely. And that second free throw is going to be good, and they sub in
Number
Haley
5.
Gambrel.
That's my girl Gigi. And
Sub her
number
in for
31, Kylie Smith. So we've backed out to the half court here. We're still pressuring the ball, but we've kind of moved our press back.
Drive it in, and that is
that's
blocked
a
by
stuff
Gymnast.
by Maggie Gibson. Kylie has the ball. She
Just
looks up
a little
to McKenzie.
bit.
Throws it a little bit too hard, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover back to Harlan County.
See, that was a good idea right there, but
It
just
was.
a little wild, little too hard.
Yes, and that's what you want to see too, Emily. You want to see instead of holding back, pushing the ball, trying to get a good basket. And that was a really good look.
That was
a really good look. And McKenzie and Shelby and Kylie and Gigi, they're so fast they can get out with the ball.
Harlan's going to go up there, number 11.
Yep, she just took it in and shot a layup. Shelby brings the ball down the floor into the middle to McKenzie. She looks opposite to Kylie Smith. Thought about shooting it. Back to the middle to McKenzie. She pops it out to Shelby Mills for the 3. No
Just
good.
off.
Knocked out of bounds by Knox Central. It's going to go to Harlan County ball. We got a sub. Looks like Shelby Smith's going to come in for Mackenzie Hensley. And I just have to laugh at this. I wondered what it would be like to not say, I don't know, to say Shelby Smith. Like, my daughter, Shelby Smith. But anyways, Harlan County shoots a 3 and they miss.
Gibson's going to get the rebound, pass it back out to Shelby Mills.
She's going to dribble around a little bit, loses her dribble over to Shelby Smith. She thought about shooting it, passes it back to Shelby Mills. Shelby's working. A lot of dribbling over to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Shelby. Layup, no good.
That was good ball movement there by the Panthers.
Oh, nobody's picking up JC for the 3.
No good.
No good, but no box out.
Number 11 there is going to get that rebound and go up with it.
Yeah, Coach Warren, I know he has to be frustrated, not with the effort. The effort's there, but definitely in the fundamentals, not boxing out. That cost them there.
Yeah.
So we got another full timeout, so we'll send you to an ad break and we'll be back.
Millward and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique. Thank you.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
All right, we are back here in the second quarter. The Panthers are leading 26-19 with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. This has been a great game so far by both teams.
Absolutely. You know, one thing about these Harlan County girls, I like this lineup that they have in because, like I said, these girls have played together for a long time, and they're not very big, but they're scrappy. You know, they play very good defense, and they're running the floor really well, kicking it out, you know, for hopefully an open shot or layup. But Harlan County's going to set it up, try to run a play here, get somebody off a dribble. Yep, that was a good take by number 13, Jaylee Cochran. She missed the layup. She's going to draw a foul. Looks like the foul's on number 5, Kaylee Gambrill Garrison. Jaylee's first free throw is good. Number 33 checks back in, Mackenzie Hensley for Shelby Mills. Number 15 checks in for Harlan County. Second free throw up for Jaylee is, it's good. Harlan County's still in this press. Knox Central takes the ball out. They're passing it around. Gets it. Mackenzie Hensley gets it across half court. Looks over to Shelby Smith. Back to Mackenzie. No look pass to Kaylin. Back out to Shelby Smith. Just rolled around the rim.
It's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, jump ball. It's going to be Harlan County's ball.
And also, just real quick, make sure to check back in at halftime. We have interviews going on with members of our class of 2025. Hannah Melton is going to be one of them.
Yep.
I'm not totally sure who the other one is.
I think it's Sydney Hurst.
Yes, it is Sydney Hurst.
3 by number 13 in the corner. The score is 26-24 with 1:40 left to go in the ball game.
Shelby Smith's going to throw that back out to Mackenzie, back to Shelby. She's going to take it back up.
Set it up. Yeah, I think Harlan County's on a 12-2 run right now. So the Panthers are going to have to look to penetrate to score.
Great ball movement right here.
Yep. Turnover by Mackenzie Hensley. Harlan County's got it, pushing it down the floor, and they've got numbers. Over to the corner to number 10, J.C. Simpson.
Right there, but
no good.
It's no good. Jump
ball. Be Knox Central's basketball. Checking back in is number 32, Maggie Gibson, and number 14, Shelby Mills. Knox Central basketball. I think they're a little confused. They're like, okay. All right, we figured it out.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. We're back in it.
Shelby Smith's going to pass it in here. She's going to get it in to Shelby Mills. Shelby's going to keep it. Bring it up. Off to Mackenzie Hensley on the wing. Mackenzie's going to drive. Thought about it. Out to Maggie. Step back on her, Mackenzie again.
Just missed that mid-range right there.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad shot. She was open. She had a good shot. That corner right there
to the wing, and
is killing
that
us.
Is good. Yeah. And she is fired up over there in that corner. Yeah. That was number 11, Reagan Clem.
Yeah, you got to know where Reagan's at. She's for sure a shooter. And we've left them open on the wing basically all night. That's a turnover by Hensley. She tried to get it to Kaylin.
That's tough right there.
Yep. Oh, Reagan thought about shooting it again, changed her mind. Passing it over to number 13, looks like.
Drive it in.
No good. Rebound, Maggie. Maggie gets it off to Shelby. Steve's telling them to push, but there we go. We're pushing a little bit. Shelby draws the foul. No shot. Looked like it was a shot, but they're going to call it on the floor. She's going to shoot 2 free throws anyway since we're in the bonus. That's the only positive. But
I think she grabbed her just before that other foot landed.
Yep. That foul was on number 10 for Harlan County. It's just her first foul.
Free throw's good.
Free throw's good. Tie the game. One thing the Panthers want to do right here is get a good defensive stance. You got 12.3 seconds left in the game. Keep Harlan County from getting an open shot. You know, if they shoot a contested shot and it goes in, that's one thing, but get a good defensive stop right here. Shelby on number 13. Maggie comes out. Reagan's got the ball. Stealed by McKenzie. Shelby's got it. Up to Shelby Mills. Oh, we tried. We tried to get it there.
Out right there.
We just lost a little bit of the clock there. You know, you like to see that momentum going into the half, but here in just a second, we're going to have interviews. Like we said with Hannah Melton and Sydney Hurst, I see them coming this way. I'll be back with Blakely to start the third quarter. Come back and see us here in just a few minutes.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-621.
Hey guys, it's Macy on the Blue and Gold Network, and I'm here with
Sydney Hurst.
Okay, so what is your relationship to Knox Central?
I graduated last year. I played on the girls basketball team for 5 years, and yeah.
How does it feel to be watching the game instead of being in the game?
It feels weird. I mean, I've watched these girls play since they were in middle school, so getting to sit up here and still watch them learn and grow, it's great.
How has life been since you have graduated college? Graduated and went to college.
I'm now at the Cumberlands. I'm studying psychology and marketing, and it's been good. It's been a lot less stressful, a lot more boring, but it's good.
Yeah, I bet you miss your Knox Central family.
I do.
Okay, what is your favorite memory from playing on the Lady Panthers?
My favorite memory is when we beat Bull County at Bull County. Steve got thrown out, so we had Brian coaching us, and it was a very tough game. If anybody's watched the game, you know.
He hasn't got thrown out tonight, and I'm seeing Brian and him on the bench, so we're pretty good for tonight.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about being a part of Panther Nation?
My favorite part is always having a family, you know. We'll always be a Panther. You always got somebody, so yeah.
What do you want to encourage or say encouraging to this team from you going on?
Just keep working, keep doing your best. I mean, just try to make everybody happy. Try your hardest.
Okay, and so now I think we're going to talk to Hannah Melton. So if you want to switch. Okay, so I kind of already introduced you, so who are you?
My name is Hannah Melton.
Okay, so what is your relation to Panther Nation?
I graduated last year in 2025, and I played basketball and softball.
How does it feel to be watching this game tonight?
It's definitely a lot different, and I don't know. I miss it a lot, and I miss like the atmosphere that comes with basketball games, you know.
How does it feel to see your old team out there without you?
It's like weird to like think about how they still have practice and stuff without me, you know what I mean?
Like you don't have to come.
Yeah, but it's nice. They're definitely doing good. They just got to settle in.
How has it been graduating from Knox Central and going on to college?
It's definitely a weird transition, like growing up with all the people that I went to school with, but I feel like I've adjusted well, and I feel like Knox Central prepared me.
Okay, and so where do you go to college?
I go to Kentucky Christian University. I play softball.
Well, that's fun. What is your favorite memory for playing for the Lady Panthers?
When we beat Corbin at home, it was my sophomore year. It was pretty good.
What happened at that game? Do you remember?
I remember like toward the end I took a charge that was like pretty important to the game.
It was like boom!
Yeah, and I remember there was like tons of people here.
Sydney was whenever Steve got thrown out of a ball game.
Yeah, boy.
That was probably a very memorable game.
Yeah, it was.
And what is your favorite part about being part of Panther Nation?
Just like I just got back for Thanksgiving and Christmas break, and the fact that I come in the gym and everybody's here coming up and hugging and talking to me. So
you just see old faces around. And so, like, what does it feel like to just be here, like right now?
Like right now?
Yes.
I mean, it's definitely, I don't know. I miss it a lot, and I miss all my friends and stuff. So it's different, but it's a good feeling to know that you can come back and everybody's here and everybody loves you, you know?
It's like nothing changed.
Yeah.
And what is an encouraging thing that you would say to your old team?
I think that it's definitely hard. They don't have a senior on the team.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of those girls, they have those leadership qualities.
Yes.
And they just need to step into that role and definitely settle in. I mean, we had a big senior class that graduated, so it's definitely a lot different, but they definitely have the potential to make a big run this year.
I've noticed most of the juniors are stepping up this year, like Maggie and Shelby and all of them. They're stepping up into the roles that you all gave them, that you all like showed them to be leaders. And how does that like aspect of the game, like other than being on the court, like how is it behind the scenes?
It's like really rewarding to know that like obviously basketball wasn't my sport. Like I feel like softball is my sport, but like the fact I can come back and like see the things that I like taught Maggie about playing defense and stuff, you know, it's really rewarding.
And to see your coaches just inviting you with open arms, like coming back and not being on the court, how's that feel for you all?
It just, I mean, the coaching staff is great, and I feel like they always they continue to tell us, call us if you need anything and stuff like that, and they're just really, it's like family. It's not like coaches, it's like family.
Yes. Do you all talk to any of the other girls that are not here tonight?
Yeah, Hal's playing basketball right now, and Zoe's at UK, and I think Kelsey's cheering in Richmond right now. So
cheering, but I think that's it. That's all I've got for you all. So thank you for talking to me, and we'll be back on the Blue and Gold Network.
We have the half-court shot competition going on right now for $100. Tanner Hinkle and Kennedy Jones, the two competitors. Tanner Hinkle is going to miss his first shot, and Kennedy Jones is going to go for her half-court shot. Emily Jordan's going to join me here as we're talking about this competition. You know, I'm looking for Jones to make this friend of mine. Oh! That was close. You know, off the backboard, I feel like she had that.
She just missed that. Let her redo it. Let her run it back.
I agree. I think we should run it back. I feel like they both missed the shot. Give them a second try on that.
Give them a second chance, dude.
I believe that is going to conclude our halftime festivities, though, so we are going to go back on an ad break until our Panthers come back out.
So, yeah, be sure to tune back in. We'll have Blakely and Kayla back on for the third quarter, and then me and Kayla will take over for the fourth.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect.
And we are back for the third quarter.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to fix my mic there, Blakely. Yeah, so the score is 28-27. Knox Central leads. Looks like they're going back with their starters. Same for Harlan County.
You know, I'm really hoping in the halftime there that, you know, Coach Warren was able to go in there and just have some conversations with the Panthers, looking for them to make some better passes and continue to stay aggressive on defense while staying out of foul trouble. I feel like Harlan County has really just been overwhelming us on offense. Like, our offense has been good, but our defense has struggled a little bit against this Harlan County offense. You know, they're so athletic and just well-oiled machine.
Yeah, absolutely. Our defense up top has been very, they put a lot of pressure on the guards, but then they'll make that pass and we're late to get there, or we don't get to the right spot and they have that open three. And Harlan County's the type of team you can't give them an open look because they'll knock it down.
Yep.
That's true for, I think, their boys team and their girls team. So you gotta know where the shooters are. You gotta know where your guard is. You gotta apply pressure, maintain pressure, which is what we see our Panthers doing right now in man-to-man. Harlan County, I think they thought we may come out in something different, so they're trying to figure out what's going to work for them here against this man-to-man defense.
The ball is going to be knocked loose.
Knocked loose by Mills.
Good hustle there on both sides.
That was a cheap foul, I feel like, on 31, Kylie Smith. I don't really agree with that foul personally. I feel like we were going after a dead ball. Nobody really had possession of the ball, but still yet they called that on number 31, Kylie Smith. That's her second. That gives Harlan County the ball back.
Calls don't always go your way, but
they don't. You're right. Doesn't mean I always agree with them, Blakely. Harlan County drives in.
It's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball.
I feel like that was just as much contact as the other one.
Both ways, absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes things just happen as you're falling, and there's nothing you can really do about it. It's just gravity at work.
Right, absolutely. And you're going for the ball, You don't even mean contact to come to the other player. But that one worked out in our favor. Shelby knocked it loose, got a jump ball. Panthers got the ball. Shelby puts it up to McKenzie. McKenzie dribbles in. Easy layup. That's what you have to see out of her every possession. I was telling, I don't know if it was you or Emily, but she's so good off that dribble. Once she gets you beat, she's hard to defend.
I feel like, they're in the second quarter. The Panthers started rushing things a little bit, not setting up things how they really needed, and I felt like that really showed when Harlan County went on that big run there. And I think now, we took the halftime, and the Panthers are taking their time and doing what needs to be done, and it's going to go out to Smith, and she's going to throw it into Gibson.
Yep.
Who's going to go up, but it's not going to be no good. Smith's going to grab it and put it back up, though, for two for the Panthers. The score now 32-30, the Panthers.
Yeah, Harlan County had a three right there and knocked it down. Harlan County's got the ball up top. They're running this offense, kind of cutting down to the basket, cutting back out. That's two in a row for number 10 from the three-point line just this half, not counting what she had in the first half. So, you got to know where she's at. You got to know her number.
we've seen some big things from this Harlan County team. Simpson, Clem, and 22 Runyons have been big key players.
Yeah, that was a nice look. You know, they get it into Maggie Gibson, a defender, 2 defenders come at her. She passes over to Kaylin. She's got a wide open layup. That's where we definitely have Harlan County, an advantage over Harlan County is our bigs. And if we can get them open, you know. That was a double screen play that Harlan County ran there and got that open look by number 13, and it was just in and out from the 3. McKenzie takes it from one end to the floor to the other, shoots a layup, and it was a good look, but she missed it.
Good defense there.
Yeah, dribbles through 2 defenders, takes it in.
And she's going to get it.
Yep. Basket by Simpson, number 10.
Over to Mills. Smith is looking to drive it down the court. No, back over to Mills.
Yeah, I think number 10 has, Shelby just threw it away there. Number 10 has 8 points already this quarter. Harlan County goes up, shoot a layup, misses it. Nobody's back for the Panthers. I know that's going to make Coach Warren very upset.
That was another basket there by Simpson. We're going to have to do something to try and shut her down if the Panthers want to take the lead back in this game.
Yeah, Harlan County's just outrunning us. They're outrunning us, outworking us. You know, you got to get back. It can't just be one girl back. You know, yeah, they may have the open layup, but that doesn't mean that it's going to go in. Shelby shoots a 3 and misses it. They're going to call a foul. Yeah. I think that was a push on Kaylin. A push in the back there. So that's Kaylin's 3rd foul. Harlan County leaves 37-34.
Smith's been a big player in this game, you know, coming down with a lot of rebounds. It would be a bad break for the Panthers to lose her into fouls.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think one thing I'd like to see out of them is just a little more desire on the defensive end to get out and guard somebody. I think we're just giving Harlan County easy looks, and if we can stop that from happening, you know, make it a lot harder on them to score, it'd make a big difference. 22 from the 3, and she got it.
I'm looking for the Panthers to get more up in Harlan's face, you know. And
I mean, they're shooters. You have to be in their face. You have to face guard them. They'll shoot all night long, and they'll make the majority of what they put up. That was a good drive by Mackenzie Hensley.
I feel like we're doing a good job of keeping them guarded down in the front, putting a lot of pressure on the guards, but we eventually just lose it.
Yeah. McKenzie dribbles in, draws a foul, looks to pass it off.
One thing about McKenzie is if she can get in the paint to get that basket, she will. She will be in the paint.
Absolutely. Shelby checks in for Kaylin. Shelby Smith checks in for Kaylin Smith. Throws the ball in to the top of the key to McKenzie. She thought about shooting it. She didn't. Passes it over to Shelby in the corner. Maggie's working. We got to get Maggie the ball down there.
Over to Smith. Smith's going to shoot it, and
good.
that is no good. It's going to go out. It appears to be on Smith, and I think it's going to be Harlan County ball.
Harlan County basketball. You know, we're doing a lot of shooting and watching and not rebounding. You got to follow your shot. You got to go in there and rebound.
Simpson's going to drive it down the court. Over to 23. Clem looking to go in, and she does, but she is blocked by Hensley, and it's going to go out on Harlan. It is going to be Panther ball.
Yeah. Number 11 shaking up a little bit. I think she slid. I know she's coming back off of ACL surgery, probably recovered now for a year and a half or so, but you know, any movement in the wrong way will definitely aggravate that injury. Panthers get it in. Harlan County's pressing. They pass it up the floor quickly. Shelby Mills has the ball. Passes Shelby Smith into Maggie. Maggie draws a foul underneath. That was a good look underneath.
You know, I always say it's always best to get in the paint whenever you can. I mean, let your post shoot the ball.
Yeah, especially in this game when we've got a size advantage underneath, you know.
Smith's going to take the ball out for the Panthers. Timeout.
Oh, yeah,
Harlan
well,
County.
they can't call a timeout because we have possession of the ball. It's all right. A little confusion there on the referee. Smith throws it in to the top of key to McKenzie. She dribbles, pulls back out. Maggie's working. She's about to get a 3-second. Come out of there, Maggie. Shelby throws it into Maggie. She's being fouled. No foul called. Jason takes it down the floor.
Down.
No good. That was good defense on
there by
there.
Smith. And I believe there's going to be a foul called. It's going to be Panthers ball. Foul's going to be on number 13.
Shelby
Over to
throws it
Gibson.
into Gibson, back into Smith. Looking up to
Hensley.
Hensley pulls
She's going to
up.
shoot
Little
it.
short shooter, no good. Harlan County with the rebound.
21 driving it down the court over to Simpson. Trying to set something up.
Yeah, we got a double dribble there.
It's going to be Panther ball.
I think the Panthers have went at least 3 minutes without a basket. You know, they've got to find a way to score. Shelby Mills, we need the ball in her hand. See what she can do here.
Big scorer for the Panthers for sure. Over to Gibson. Over to Smith.
Cross court over to Mackenzie Hensley. She shoots three.
It is green!
Nice shot.
Good shot there by Hensley.
Now the Panthers need a big stop right here on defense. It's about grit right now, Blakely, right? You're going to play defense. That's what we need to see out of them. No easy shots, everything contested.
Panthers play a good physical game of basketball, and that's really what we're looking for.
Oh, my God.
Gibson's going to come
I think that
down.
might have been intentional there a little bit, but they didn't call it. They just call a foul on 15. Got a little handsy there.
I mean, that's 2 in a row on Gibson. Like,
yeah, you know, she gets that ball down, and they're reaching in, and she's drawing that foul. That's what you want to see.
But she's doing a good job of keeping possession of the basketball on there.
Absolutely.
Over to Smith, going to drive it in, back over to Smith, to Shelby Mills. She's going to pull in and shoot for 2. It's no good, and it's going to be out on the Panthers. Harlan County ball.
Yeah.
You know, right idea right there, trying to be aggressive, put the ball up, but sometimes the shots just don't fall how you need them to fall.
Yep.
Simpson's going to drive the ball down the court for the Black Bears.
She's going to set something up top, being heavily guarded by Mills. Beats her off the dribble, has got to help. Looks like they're going to spread it out here a little bit. Draw an easy foul.
A foul.
I think that's the third foul on 31, Kylie Smith.
We haven't talked a lot about 21 for Harlan Napier. She has had a good game so far.
She has, and she's just an 8th grader. She's a very talented athlete. I know she works hard, plays a lot of basketball throughout the year. They had them in a
they're going to call a foul on that.
I thought she walked there with the basketball a little bit.
That's kind of what I thought as well, but, you know, different angles.
Well, and I also thought it was on the floor, but they must have called it on her shooting. So number 10 is going to get 2 free throws here. The first one's up and good.
I think we've seen Simpson on the 3-throw line a lot tonight.
Yeah. I stand corrected. Number 31 has 4 fouls, so that's the 4th foul on Kylie. And so Kaylin Smith checks back in for her. Second free throw is up and good. The score is 42-37 with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. Smith gets it up to Smith, over to Gibson, back to Hensley.
Trying to set up a play here. It's going to go into Gibson. She finds Kaylin Smith in the paint. She's going to go up, but it looks to be a foul, and I believe they're going to call it on the ground.
Yeah. But we're in the double bonus. I think both teams are in the double bonus or close to it, so Kaylin's going to shoot 2 free throws here.
These are really important shots here for the Panthers.
Absolutely. We need
tight game.
We need a bucket here.
These are free. The first one's good. Good shot there by Smith.
Yep.
The second one is also good.
We need a big stop right here, Blakely, for the Panthers.
You know, we want to carry that momentum going into the 4th quarter.
Looks like we're in a 2-2-1 press.
That's exactly what we need.
Absolutely. But we don't need to leave anybody open in the corners or underneath the basket. That was a basket by 21 Napier. Panthers get it out.
Smith's going to drive the ball.
Shelby back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie's got it in the corner. Down to Gibson, and she's
going to be a foul.
definitely a scrappy game both ways.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about that 2-2-1 press. You got a lot of pressure up front, but we're getting beat so easy on that offside, either in the wing, in the corner, bad time of layup, and that's what costs you. But then also guard man-to-man, they're heavily guarded, not heavily guarded, but they're mostly guards that they have on the floor right now. So we struggle, Maggie's guarding a three-point shooter, that might be a little bit quicker than her. So I see why Coach Warren's trying to mix it up, but just trying to find something that works too, something to get a good stop. Both of those were good by Gibson. It's 44-41 with 22 seconds left to go. Harlan County has the ball. They get it down to the corner, back up to the top.
I think while they were shooting, 15 Karis Frederick checked in.
That's an 8th grader for the Panthers. They get a shot from the wing.
No good. Gibson's going to come down with a rebound. Hensley's going to drive it down the court. 5
how much
seconds.
time's on the clock.
Over to Mills.
Mills from the WNBA.
It is no good.
No good. And I think that's going to hurt us too, Blakely. I don't know that Shelby has any points this quarter, Shelby Mills. We've got to have her, and I know she's trying. She's not got anything falling for her. So we're going to go to an ad break.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789. Bombshell
Pharmacy
Beauties
supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central.
All right, we're back. We're back. Emily's back. Hey, Emily.
Hey.
Harlan County had possession at the start of this quarter over to number 11.
She's going to start it off with a 3 as Reagan Clem.
Yeah, I'd like to know what their three-point percentage is this game because I can guarantee it's pretty good.
Gosh, it's got to be crazy.
22 Smith, no good.
No good. Okay, right up.
We need a good stop right here.
Yeah.
We got pressure on the ball. When we get it to that middle, into that corner.
There's always somebody in the corner.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Rebound by Smith up to Shelby Mills. Shelby goes across half court, drives it in. And one.
And one right there.
That's what we need. Oh, are they going to count the basket?
I don't know.
I think he's calling it on the floor.
I was on the floor. Never mind.
Yeah.
On the floor.
When we don't agree, it's hard to be nice, but it's okay.
It's all right.
Smith in the middle gets it over to McKenzie. She drives in, puts it up, no good.
Just over.
They've got numbers down. Maggie beat off the dribble. They're going to call a foul on Maggie. That was good penetration to the paint by number 13 to draw the foul.
I will say about Harlan, though, they're good at they're creating a lot of chaos within the paint. So somebody's always losing their man. Somebody's always coming out up top and restarting the play.
Yep. First one up by JC is no good. Or Jaylee, I'm sorry. I get Jaylee and JC mixed up, and they're both out on the floor. Second free throw up, and it is good. Panthers take it out. They get the ball to Mills. She's going to bring it up. Over to Hensley, down to Gibson.
Gonna be hit out by number 22.
Yeah, deflected by number 22 for Harlan County. Panthers are going to get the ball under the go. Smith's going to take the ball out, throw it into Hensley from 3. And she got it. Good. We needed that, Emily. That was a big shot by McKenzie.
It's going to make
we got to
score
take this momentum
46-48.
into our defense and get a big stop right here.
So you're right there, right on the 3. There's always somebody open right there.
Good rebound by Maggie Gibson off to Shelby Smith. Up the floor to Shelby Mills. She thought about crossing over, going in. No foul.
No foul call, but Maggie's there. Back up.
We're tied up 48-48 with 6:13 to go. Got to have a big stop right here by the Panthers. Keep the momentum.
Be a timeout.
Harlan County's going to call a timeout. He's going to call a full timeout, so we're going to go to an ad break, and we'll be right back.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics.
All right, we are back. Harlan County ball.
Yeah, so we're still tied up. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Good defensive pressure
right there.
Stop, but right in the corner. Every time in the corner. You have to watch it. They are lethal outside of the arc.
Absolutely. Mills gets it into Gibson. She puts it up.
That right there, that's how we need to combat that.
Yeah, that was a nice shot by Maggie there in the paint.
Harlan County's not a big team. They are playing really small ball right here. We can beat them in the paint. It's just gotta watch the threes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think they're gonna spread the court out and kind of hold the ball here, put the pressure on Knox Central. Back to the corner. She didn't even hesitate, shot it. No rebound for the Panthers. Back out to number 10.
And she got it. 3. Mackenzie Hensley going to take the ball back down for the Panthers. Over to Mills. Mills is going to go for a 3, and that is good. That's good by number 14, Shelby Mills.
This is a bad time for Shelby Smith's mom to be calling this ball.
But right back.
No good. Number 13. Rebound by Shelby Mills. She's going to bring it up the court. She looks ahead to Kaylin, but it has going to be stolen. She stepped out of bounds.
Good call by the ref there.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds. Harlan County. The ball is going to go back to Knox Central.
Harlan County is leading by 1 point here with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game.
Shelby Smith throws it into Shelby Mills. Back to Shelby Smith. Middle to Maggie Gibson.
Over
opposite to Mackenzie Hensley.
Good mid-range right there.
Little mid-range jumper.
Number 10, Harlan County is going to bring it up the court here.
Listen, if we get beat again off this press that we're in, we're going to have to be in a different defense.
They all got somebody, but she about had that.
Nice defensive pressure by Mills.
Yeah,
and she hit her head hard. Yeah, she hit hard.
Call right there.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. I think they were just both playing really hard. I think she just hit her head hard on the ground.
Yeah, I think her and Shelby are kind of both going separate ways, and her feet just kind of got
tripped up. They had to call a dead ball, so they're going to make her come out anyways. But I look forward to go back in. I hope she's okay. She's been big for the Black Bears tonight. Freshman number 10. Kaylin Smith's going to come back in for Kylie Smith You know, Kylie's going to come back in and out of this game, I think, on offense. She's going to try to come in and help us. You know, she is playing right now with 4 fouls.
Yeah, you need her when it
Clem
gets deep
throws
in
it
this
in,
game.
gets it back.
They
shoot a 3.
up.
No good.
No good, no good.
Rebound by Gibson. That was good. That was good defense by Shelby Smith to go in and block out that defender to get that rebound for Maggie to bring it down. McKenzie has it over to Smith. Smith down to Maggie Gibson. Maggie turns up, no good. Oh, but he's going to call a jump ball. Panther Nation did not like that.
No, the Casey Crazies are not happy with that one.
They got their megaphones and they're saying boo. But the Panthers still have the possession.
They still have possession, so.
Shelby's going to take it out of bounds. She's going to throw it in the backcourt to McKenzie. She's going to step into the corner. She's going to shoot
up and just off the
rebound. Smith out to Shelby Mills. Shelby's going to penetrate off to Kaylin, and they turn the ball over.
That's a good idea, but
absolutely wasn't a bad look at all. Number 10's going to drive it in. Yeah, so that's the girl that was out just a second ago. Big rebound by Kaylin. She's going to carry it. He's going to call a double dribble, but 2 hands didn't touch the ball. She actually carried it a little bit there. So turnover for the Panthers. The ball's going to go back to Harlan County.
Number 11 is going to throw it in to number 10. It's J.C. Simpson.
Yep. She's going to dribble up at the top.
And
the
back
corner's
to the
open.
Corner.
Reagan Clem thought about it. Shelby Mills came out.
Nobody there. Looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication there. 22 was cut.
What you're seeing here, Emily, is first game jitters and also some youngness from both teams.
Castle, your auto-accident attorney, located on the
we got a 30-second timeout, so we'll go to an ad break and then we'll come back.
Personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Mildred and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to mildredandcastle.net.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also,
thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
All right, we are back here. Panthers are leading by 1 point with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. The score is 55-54. Mackenzie Hensley's going to come up the floor with it.
Over to Shelby Mills. Shelby's got it in the corner. Down to Maggie Gibson. Maggie throws it down to Kaylin.
She's going to kick it out to Kylie
Smith. She's going to penetrate and draw a foul.
Way to draw a foul there by the freshman, Kylie Smith.
Yeah, when Kylie goes to the basket, she definitely goes aggressively.
She goes strong.
She goes strong. She's either going to give a foul or she's going to receive a foul. This time, we're lucky that she got a foul called so she can go to the free throw line. If not, that would have been her 5th. But so Kylie's at the line.
First one up, and it is good.
Shelby Smith comes back in for Kaylin Smith. Give her a quick break. I'm sure she'll be coming right back in. Kylie Smith, the gym, is silent right now. Bless her heart.
That's good. There you go.
That's 2 big free throws for freshman Kylie Smith. Harlan County brings it back down the floor. Nobody's guarding number 11.
That is a 3, and that is not what you want. That ties the game up, 57 all.
Miscommunication for sure.
Out Panthers.
All right,
full timeout.
Back to an ad break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs. Pharmacy support.
Mildred and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville. provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to milwardandcastle.net. Millward and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville,
53 left. It is 57 off.
Shoes, accessories.
I think both teams may have all their starters back in for this last part.
Well, I think Harlan County, number 21 didn't start, and number 22. But the other three did start. But now Knox Central has their starters
Knox
back
Central
in the
has
game.
all theirs in.
Yeah.
So.
And they're playing with some foul trouble. So crossover to McKenzie for the three. No good. Harlan County comes down with the rebound, and they're pushing it up the floor.
22 is going to go up, and that is good.
Yep. That's one thing you can't do is get beat back on.
Shelby Mills right here. She's trying to set something up. Down to Gibson. Over to Kylie in the corner. She's going to drive in. No good.
No good. It's going to be out of bounds on Knox Central.
There's a lot of emotion, not just in the game, but outside. I know the girls can feel it.
Yeah.
We just kind of cool it down a little. It's hard. It's easier to say it than do it, but
absolutely. You got to find a way to win right here.
Over in the corner, she's going to drive it in.
And it's going to be a jump ball. I think possession arrow is the Harlan County Black Bear ball, though. So they're going to take it out underneath the basket. Number 10 is going to take it out. And I wouldn't be surprised right here, Emily, if she doesn't throw it in. Pop out to the corner. They're going to set a double screen. 5 seconds. Oh, that was a close one. It wasn't a 5-second call, but it was actually a timeout by Harlan County, and he's going to call a 60-second timeout. We'll take an ad break, and then we'll be back.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler, familiar streets.
Oh, Lord.
Harlan County's going to take it out here.
I got tickled at Coach McKinn there. Harlan County's going to throw the ball in, and they're going to turn it over. Smith gets the ball. Kaylin Smith's going to give it to Mackenzie Hensley. The Panthers are still trailing by 2 points.
Mackenzie looked like she's trying to set something up.
Trying to set something up, and Coach Warren's going to call a timeout. He's going to take a 60-second timeout. And I hate to say it, guys, but we're going to send it to the ad, then we'll be right back.
It's the last time out here for maybe both teams. Is for sure for Knox Central here. So we are going to...
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our youth.
All right, we are back. 2 minutes left on the clock. Harlan County leading by 2 is Panther ball.
Yeah, we were just talking. I'm not sure that any team has any timeouts. If they do, they may have a 30-second. Kylie Smith throws it in to Shelby Mills. She throws it back to Kylie Smith, back to the corner to McKenzie. Down low to Kaylin. She's trying to work down there, gets it up to Shelby Mills. Shelby penetrates. Misses her shot, but she's fouled on the shot. So Shelby's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Two big free throws right here for junior Shelby Mills. Actually, we take that back. They're going to call it on the floor. They're going to call it on the floor. I'm not really sure how.
I am not either. But
I think Coach Warren was a little confused there too. So Kylie Smith's going to throw it out of bounds. She's going to throw it into Kaylin. Kaylin's going to go up with it. And one right there. Nice move by Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Yeah, nice move. Kaylin, basket count. She's going to go to the free throw line. That was number 4 on 21 for Harlan County. Kaylin's free throw up, and
it is good.
Shelby Smith's going to sub in for Kaylin Smith. I think probably to have another guard on the floor to guard defensively, and Kaylin's in foul trouble, and we definitely need her on the offensive end.
Yes,
Panthers are in a 2-2-1.
Throw that down to 21 in the
Get to the corner. Nice defense by the Panthers.
Good steal by Mackenzie Hensley. She's going to go up.
Good. Nice defense by the Panthers to result in that turnover and that layup by Mackenzie Hensley. They're going to do it again. Maggie tries to steal the ball, and she causes a double dribble on number 13. Kaylin's going to check back in for Shelby Smith.
It is Panther ball. 1:24 left.
Yeah, we got to take care of the ball right here. If you're Knox Central Lady Panthers. Kylie Smith's got the ball. She's going to throw it in. She threw it to the backcourt. Nobody was there. Shelby Mills runs it down. She's going to go right up, and it's good.
She's going to go up for 2, and it's good. Number 10, Harlan County bringing the ball up.
Nice job getting the corner.
Over to the wing. 21.
Good. Oh. That was nice, hard defense by Maggie Gibson.
Great defense by her.
She tried to deflect the pass and unfortunately got a little contact with Harlan County's number 21. They called a foul. That's 3 on Maggie. Shelby's going to check back in for Kaylin. That's what we said we thought they would probably do right here to help keep Kaylin out of foul trouble. Harlan County's going to throw it into 22. Reagan Clem's going to get it back. You got to guard them. I think that was a little bit of a walk. She's going to take Maggie off the dribble. No good. Down to Shelby Smith. Up to Shelby Mills. Shelby Mills going to penetrate. No good. Going to the free throw line. Nice move by Shelby Mills. Nice rebound by Shelby Smith.
This is great momentum for the Panthers. Great teamwork. These girls have chemistry going into these last couple seconds of this game.
2 big free throws for Shelby Mills here. One thing about Harlan County, though, guys, they can shoot the 3. And if they get a couple, we know what that means.
Get a couple.
So we got to play good defense here for the Panthers. Shelby's back. Kim Mays is helping my Shelby out a little bit. Telling her to get back. There's a guard in the corner. Second free throw by Shelby Mills is good. Listen, I'll take all the advice that Kim Mays wants to give my girl. Harlan County has the ball up top, passing it down to number 22.
21 back up top.
Yeah, 21. Oh, I think she shuffled her feet there a little bit. 10 has the ball, taking Shelby Mills off the dribble, and they're going to call a foul on Shelby Mills. I think they're going to call it on the floor there, though, Emily.
Yeah.
So Harlan County will get the ball back underneath the basket. Hope the Panthers know what defense we're in here. Looks like they're going to be in man. They're going to set a double screen for 22. Maggie's going to get through.
22 is going over, and she is right in the corner, but she fumbled that a
get
little bit.
Oh! Looked like a steal by 14 Shelby Mills, but the referee saw some contact there. Got her with a foul.
That's good hard defense by 14, though.
Yeah, that's 4 fouls on Shelby Mills. Harlan County, that's just 14 fouls, though, so Knox Central on the next one. Harlan County will be going to the free throw line. 36 seconds to go. Reagan Clem has the ball. She dribbles over, passes it to the corner
in the
3,
wing,
and it's good.
She has a heck of a shot on her.
They all do. That 3 makes it 62-66. The Lady Bears call a timeout, but we're going to keep it here. We're not going to go to an ad break. There's definitely too much excitement. We want to keep all the viewers here to watch the ending of this game. You know, this has been a great game, Emily.
This really has. Both teams have played great.
I made the comment a second ago to Mr. Matlock, our media teacher. He asked me today if I cared to be on the call with you guys, and I'm definitely not qualified by any means. But, you know, with it being Shelby's first game this season at Knox Central and things, and, you know, I can get into the games a little bit, and I probably only see the bad things she does, not the good things. So it's actually been a blessing that I've had this microphone attached to my mouth tonight because I've had to be really good. And so
you have to process what you're thinking a little more. You can't,
absolutely.
You can't say everything you want to.
Yes. But, I'm super proud of our girls. They've played great tonight, whether they win or lose. They've played great. Harlan County's played a great basketball game, as I knew they would. They're very young. We're very young. They're going to keep improving. We're going to keep improving. This has been a great test for both teams. There's 30 seconds left in the game. I look for Harlan County to get a quick foul here. Knox Central's going to pass it in. They probably want to keep the ball out of Shelby Mills's hands.
That's probably their best.
Kaylin's going to take it out. Shelby's going to run. They're going to pass it into McKenzie. They're going to pressure.
They're going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul.
Number 11.
Number 11. Harlan County's coach did not agree with that call. I thought that's what they were going to try to do, but maybe not. But that's 3 on number 11, Mackenzie Hensley, one of the leaders on this Knox Central Lady Panthers team. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Not sure what's happening.
Tiny bit of conflict between the ref and Harlan County coach.
I don't know if he got
sure.
a warning or a technical. Got a technical. He did not agree with that call, but he wasn't acting horribly.
No, I don't think he did anything
for what
crazy.
It's worth. He might just be trying to ice McKenzie. That's what we'll say.
Maybe.
McKenzie's shooting 2. First one's up, and it is no good, right off the front of the rim.
Just off the rim.
Shelby Smith checks back in for Kaylin. McKenzie's second shot is up, and it is good. All right, we need a big defensive stance here. Know who you're guarding.
We have to
Guard
know.
him. Come on, Shelby.
We cannot let any threes happen here.
Shelby Mills, good defensive pressure.
There.
Get up there, Kylie. Guard that girl. Shelby Mills, back up guarding number 10. She penetrates.
Go up.
No good. Rebound McKenzie. McKenzie's got the ball, and quick foul by number 11 to get the clock to stop. So McKenzie's going back to the line. We've got 8.9 seconds left in the game. It's been fun, Emily. Have you had fun?
I've had a lot of fun,
too.
I've had a ton of fun.
I'm just glad the Panthers are going to pull out this win, hopefully, here. Anything can happen. 8.9 seconds. McKenzie's first free throw up. It's not good. She's going to get another one here. Got to give my girl some advice. She was looking at me. Told her to play defense. You think that's good advice?
I think that's great advice.
McKenzie's second free throw up. No good. 7 seconds left on the clock. JC's going to bring it down. She's going to penetrate. Maggie's going to block.
Gibson.
Brought down by number 14, and that's the game. Nice win by the Lady Panthers.
Lady Panthers.
You know, when things didn't go their way, they found a way to win, and that's what you want to see out of a young team trying to find their new identity. I think I saw Hallie Collins was watching earlier. Shout out to Hallie. She's playing basketball right now at the University of Pikeville. She was a big contributor to this team last year, and her absence is definitely felt. We miss her. We wish her the best. I think she's dealing with an injury now. It's on her mom's Facebook. Hallie, if you're listening, we're praying for you. We wish you the best. We miss you. But, you know, this team was looking for a way to win, a way to figure out, you know, what they got going on.
That is so promising from a young team. If they want to win, you can help people learn how to play basketball. You can't teach people how to learn to win.
That's right.
That is something you have to want, and
that's right.
These girls want it.
They want it. And so we're announcing our blue and gold Bingham Tire and Oil player of the game, and that's Miss Mackenzie Hensley. Much deserved. Mackenzie played great tonight. Super proud of her. Super proud of the Panthers. I'm sure we're going to have some interviews with Coach Warren and Mackenzie Hensley here in just a little bit. We're going to go to an ad break. I will not be joining you guys back. Thanks for having me on the blue and gold. And at the end of the day, I'm going to say it. Go Panthers!
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 5114 or go to millertoncastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millertoncastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central Media Journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the...
I'm here with player of the game, Mackenzie Hensley. Now, Kenzie, what was it like out there in that game tonight? I mean, it was such a close game. What allowed you to step up and make such an impact in this game?
I feel like we had the mindset. We were really ready to come out and play, but we kind of just we slacked. And I don't really know how to explain it. We didn't give the energy we needed to. We weren't playing together, but I feel like the fourth quarter we kind of picked it up, kind of brought it back together.
What changes did you guys talk about going into halftime? Because Harlan had the momentum there after that second quarter. What were you talking about in there that really made you guys come back out and get it together and get this game going in the right direction?
Really just our defense, yeah.
You know, you and Shelby, you guys have such a great connection out there on the court. You two are both being the only returning starters for this Panthers team. You know, what was it like just for the two of you to try and lead this team tonight and get things going in the right direction?
Yeah, I feel like me and Shelby have really stepped up. Me and her have really good chemistry. We play together really good. Yeah.
I feel like you were very aggressive tonight getting in the paint, which is great. But, how was that, with Harlan? They were playing such tight defense on you. So, yes. How was it going in there?
It was really hard. Steve always pushes me to, drive to the paint, but it wasn't really open, so I passed it out. We had some wide open shots, but they just didn't fall. But, yeah.
Congratulations, and that was a great game.
Thank you.
Next up, we have an interview with head coach Steve Warren.
I'm good. Good game there. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. That was hard fought. Really lucky to win that one. You know, the girls fought there in the second half. You know, we got up early there, got up 12 there in the second quarter, and just kind of, you know, turned the gas off. And, you know, we give Harlan, you know, Coach Greer done a great job right there. They shoot the ball really well, and we lost shooters a lot tonight there. So that's, you know, that's something we got to work on, but a win's a win.
What were you saying to the girls in the locker room in the halftime, trying to get them going back into after halftime? What was that like?
You know, really just getting back to what we work on every day and what we coach. You know, moving the ball. You know, trusting your teammates. You know, getting out on the shooters. You know, on offense, we were never in a flow early. You know, they tried to slow the game down, so we played their game most of the way. So we tried to pick up the pace a little bit there in the second half, and our defense helped do that.
You know, it was a hard-fought win, very close for most of the game. What was that like to open the season with such a hard-fought win against a good Harlan County team?
You know, a win's a win. It's great to win. It's not a good feeling to lose, and we'll take this win and build on it. We've got about a week before we go over to the WIMT against Florida Central team. So, you know, we've got a lot to work on, and this gives us some things to work on right here. So we're tickled with the win. You know, it was kind of ugly, hard fought, but hopefully we can learn from that.
Adding on to that, what do you think helped shift the momentum for the Panthers?
You know, our pressure. You know, we kind of, you know, we got some passing lanes there late. You know, got them in some spots here and some traps, and, you know, got in some lanes and anticipating, got some hands on some balls, and got some easy buckets right there. So we were fortunate there in those last 2 minutes. You know, I think our pressure kind of changed the game.
I feel like you guys really won most of the battles in the paint. You know, a little bit of a size advantage, but I think that was like a key thing for the Panthers. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, it was, and we really didn't use it like we really should have. I mean, we had a size advantage down there. You know, they play a lot of 4 out, and you know, I feel like we should have went to Maggie and Kaylin a little more down there. And you know, there was a couple of things that played into that. You know, sometimes they weren't posting like they should, and then sometimes we weren't making the you know, the inlet pass like we should. So that's something we got to work on. We got to recognize mismatches, and you know, I felt like we should have utilized that advantage a little more tonight.
Well, congratulations on the win, and great job out there.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all covering us. Y'all do a great job.
Thank you.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, success in media, and in Barber.